Welcome to the Binh Phuoc radio, television stations and newspaper. Now the top story today. Bình Phước promoting digital transformations. Hớn Quản district present gifts to disadvantaged students. Vietnam's green economic growth from plans to actions. Red Giao people preserving beauties of traditional outfits. Ladies and gentlemen, during the implementation of digital transformation, digital infrastructure must remain a step ahead and be considered a forefront platform that needs to be prioritized for early investment. Binh Phuoc province has therefore implemented.
Projects in specific fields and sectors are invested in and given focus. Local technology infrastructure basically meets requirements in connections and data usage by the administration and citizens. While building a digital transformation platform, the province expanded its cooperation and training programs with major corporations in information technology such as VMPT, Viettel, and FPT. To develop human resources and have it modernize telecommunications infrastructures, improve the quality of e-government infrastructure towards digital government, the digital economy, and digital society, and provide digital solutions. Binh Phuoc considers the building of information technology infrastructures to be a decisive factor in the construction of e-government and smart cities. Investment in digital technologies will be a driving force of local digital transformation.
The Binh Phuoc Department of Labor, Invalids and Social Affairs has proposed that the Provincial People Committee hand over the implementation of the poverty reduction program for 1,000 needy ethnic households from the department to the Provincial Committee for Ethnic Minority Affairs.
The committee will be responsible for carrying out the program from September the 1st. The Department of Labor, Invalid and Social Affairs is completing a report to evaluate the implementation of the poverty reduction program from 2019 to 2022. The committee will continue to guide localities on supporting poverty-stricken families with allocated capital. By year's end, it will expand implementation outcomes for 2022 and prepare a 2023 plan. 56.5 billion Vietnamese đồng have been allocated from provincial public investments this year to implement the poverty reduction program for 1,000 poor ethnic minority households.
Some 132 gift packets were presented to students with disadvantaged background at the Tân Khai A primary schools in Tân Khai South, Hớn Quản district in Binh Phuoc province.
In preparations for the new 2022 to 2023 academic year, a voluntary group from Hon Quan District presented 133 gift packages worth between 250,000 Vietnamese đồng and 450,000 Vietnamese đồng each to needy students in Tân Khai town. The gifts included bags and notebooks worth over 35 million Vietnamese đồng or $1,490 in total, raised by Ms. Trần Thị Minh Nguyệt, who mobilized sponsors in the district. The gifts aim to encourage underprivileged students to overcome the difficulties and study well at the new school year.
Ladies and gentlemen, to reach high income status by 2045, Vietnam's demand for energy is forecast to increase significantly in the next few years. As the trade-off between business efficiency and going green is diminishing, the country is accelerating toward green and sustainable economic growth.
According to the Ministry of Industry and Trade, coal-fired power will force some 23,400 megawatts and liquefied natural gas power more than 24,300 megawatts, while solar power will grow 33,000 megawatts, onshore wind power 23,000 megawatts, and offshore wind power 28,500 megawatts by 2045. Therefore, it is necessary for Vietnam to develop policies that encourage investment in clean energies. According to the National Low Dispatch Center, wind and solar power plants in the central and southern regions may cause overloading and place limits to transmission lines, while solar power plants can only operate at 60% of capacity in case of transmission line overloading. This poses a major challenge to renewable energy investors. The draft National Power Development Plan for the period 2021-2030 with a vision to 2045 has been revised to align with Vietnam's commitment to net zero emissions by 2050, made at the 26th UN Climate Change Conference of the Parties, or COP26. The plan has taken into account the replacement of coal-fired power projects, while LNG and renewable energy projects will be promoted to meet these goals.
The northern province of Quảng Ninh is promoting the development of its digital economy to increase production value, improve growth quality, local living conditions, as well as the province's competitiveness in the context of the fourth industrial revolution, creating great impacts on all aspects of social and economic life.
Quảng Ninh-based businesses and organizations are striving to switch to the electronic invoice system. So far, more than 9,300 firms and organizations have registered their e-invoices. Quảng Ninh said the basic goal is that by 2025, the digital economy will account for at least 20% of the province's gross regional domestic product. The ratio of the digital economy in each sector and aspect should be at least 10%. The province will also try to attract 50 digital enterprises, including at least 3 startups and innovative companies operating in digital products and services. Over half of small and medium-sized enterprises in the province will use digital platforms. The workforce in the digital economy will account for over 2% of the total, while 100% of business households and enterprises will have access to and be capable of using digital platforms.
UNESCO heritage site Ha Long Base in the northern province of Quảng Ninh is one of the most beautiful places in the world to add to any traveler bucket list in 2022, according to Canadian travel publication The Travel.
The bay in the northern province of Quảng Ninh, together with Cambodia's Angkor Wat Temple complex, are the only two Southeast Asian representatives to break into the list. The best way to experience this mist-shrouded landscape is to board a junk and sail through the outstanding scenic beauty, the magazine said. The rising popularity of Ha Long Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, has prompted travel agencies to develop a wide range of cruises from budget to high-end, including half-day and overnight trips, it added. The magazine also advised tourists to drop by Thiên Cung Heron Grotto, one of the biggest caves in Ha Long Bay, and Sừng Sốt Surprise Cave that give way to impressive sweeping views of the water below.
Ladies and gentlemen, the traditional outfits of ethnic minority people are part of their unique cultural beauty. While some have been lost as modernity take hold, the Red Yao people in Lục Yên district in Yên Bái province has preserved their traditional outfits along with their cultural beauty and custom.
In her free time, Triệu Thị Sinh, an elderly woman in Giáp Cang village, Khai Trung Kho Mill in Lục Yên district, teaches the younger women how to make clothing. She not only shows them how to use a needle and thread, but also explains the meaning of each design and pattern. Her work contributes greatly to efforts to preserve the culture of her ethnic minority group. The Red Giao are a subgroup of the Giao people renowned for their colorful traditional costumes. On a background of black clothing, the Red Giao people use 4 main colors, red, yellow, blue, and white, to decorate their outfits. Materials include brocade and satin with motifs close to nature. On shirts is a row of rectangular silver buttons, and engraved on the buttons is the sign of heaven. In the Giao people's beliefs, once they wear a traditional outfit, they're always protected and blessed by God and their ancestors. When they die, the costume is buried with them, and the buttons are a sign that they will go to heaven and return to their ancestors. The triangular decorative motifs on the headscarves are imitations of the water-powered rice mill of the Giao ethnic group. Being taught the meaning of the patterns on the outfits and how to make them has helped the Red Zao people in Lục-Yên district preserve the outfits and their cultural beauty. Though living with other ethnic groups, the traditional cultural beauty of the Red Zao people has been preserved, with ceremonies to pray for good harvest, coming-of-age ceremonies, and fire dances still being held regularly, while outdated customs at weddings and funerals have been removed. Young Red Zao women are taught how to make outfits so that the beauty of their traditional costumes continues to be treasured.
Bản dốc Waterfall is one of Vietnam's most impressive natural sites, located in the northeastern province of Cao Bằng. The water rumbles down 3 levels and is 30 meters high and 300 meters wide. This also makes the Bản dốc Waterfall the widest waterfall in Vietnam. And that's all for today. Thank you for your watching. Goodbye and see you next time.